Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Corner Store Podcast. When we just talk on a corner, that corner of that convenience store. Think about it. Out there on the corner, you got the brown paper bag with the 40 ounce of OE, and you're just hanging out there. Have you ever seen those people out there before, Tiffany?
On the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up around them. They're some of my favorite people, to be honest.
Okay. All right. So, Corner Store Podcast. So, what we're doing, I want to talk about. The other day, I saw this movie, right? I saw this movie. And first, I saw the documentary of this movie. It's called Fire in the Sky. It's an old school movie. I think it came out. When did that movie come out? It came out 93. And it's about this guy, based on a true story. About this guy, he was out with a bunch of other loggers, and they were out at night. They saw a light that looks like a fire in the sky, and the guy got abducted. The other guys raced back to the small town, and this happened in northern Arizona, and they tried to accuse them of doing something to this guy because they couldn't find him. These guys stuck to the story that some ship came down and took him. The guy shows up 5 days later, all based on a true story, and said, yeah, they were telling the truth. Aliens took me. And then people started to believe it, not to believe it. The guy got a book deal. They ended up making a movie.
How long ago was this?
It's happened in the 70s, but they made a movie in the 90s.
Got it.
So
Okay.
It's called Fire in the Sky. So my question to, I guess, anybody out there, and also you just helping me on this podcast, Miss Tiffany, do you believe that white guy loggers like to make things up?
Loggers?
Just out cutting woods in the woods.
Loggers. Got it. If I think that loggers like to make things up, or
I'm sorry, I'm just playing. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, for sure. 100% I believe in aliens.
Illegal aliens or aliens from outer space?
I think we're just talking about aliens from outer space. So
Okay, I just gotta know because I don't know which way you voted, but aliens from outer space. You really believe in aliens from outer space?
Yeah, I do, for sure.
Okay. Do you believe aliens actually came to this planet Earth?
I believe that they've been coming a lot, and they come all the time.
So you believe that aliens are smarter than us?
No, I don't think that they're smarter than enough. I just believe that
You don't think they're smarter than us?
No.
You think they're on the same intellect level as us, or dumber?
I have no idea. I haven't thought that hard. I don't know if it's. I think it's irrelevant. I think there are some species that are smarter than others, but there's pluses and minuses of everything.
Okay, so you don't know if they're smart or not. So
Right.
you're just gonna stay out of that
Correct.
opinion. But you believe that they have created some type of vehicle that allowed them to come to our planet and observe, and also randomly take people.
I didn't talk about the taking people part.
Okay, but do you believe they take people?
Either take or people go willingly. Like I don't know that it's like they just come and then they're like, you over there, and nah.
Have they ever taken any black people?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I think it'd be tough for them to take a black person personally, but I don't think it's impossible.
I think it'd be tough too. It came down as like, I know there's many different types of black people, but right now I'm focused on Shaquita. And it came down. She's like, nah, oh hell no, not today, mother.
Yeah.
Leroy, he's ugly. They out here.
All black people are not like not.
I
bad.
just said they're not.
They're not all.
But the
like that.
funniest ones
That's true.
are
I hear you.
just like, I don't know, Hillbilly Bubba in the trailer park. That'd be more of a like, I don't know what to do. Let me go investigate. It's more funny. I don't know. It's just funny people. Period. I just never heard of a story of them taking any, other minorities. Like, you watch those UFO shows, it's always white people. Nobody says black people or Asians or, oh, Holmes, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, you're just going down the lane, huh?
I'm just saying, I just never seen it.
You're going down the lane. Go ahead.
I never heard those stories. Do they exist? I don't know. Probably.
They probably would. Let me tell you the truth, though. They probably wouldn't even make the top of the conversation because those people are the minority, at least in the U.S.
Other countries, too. I never heard those stories.
I'm sure that there are stories about sightings galore. Let me tell you, one of the coolest things that just happened was Mexico.
You think aliens been to Africa?
Yes, for sure. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you
That's
something.
messed up, though. They got there before I did. But go ahead.
That vibranium in the ground.
Tiffany, vibranium?
Vibranium. There is a metal in the ground.
From Black Panther?
Yeah, the vibranium in the ground.
That's the name of the thing?
It's not called vibranium.
Okay, you just spread false information.
No, I'm not. What I'm telling you is that, like, even with that, there is a mineral similar to vibranium that is inside of the continent of Africa that is really and truly why, and it's so powerful. It's probably the most powerful metal on Earth.
What is it called?
I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to look it up and change this conversation.
No, because you're saying something that, like...
Here, I'm going to find the name of it because my head is hurting a little bit and I don't want to screw it up and mispronounce it. But give me 2 seconds.
Graphite?
No, boy, it's not that. Not at all. Uh-huh.
Anyway.
And it's underneath the country close to Rwanda. And it is the thing. So
Wakanda?
Rwanda.
Okay. No. I'm just trying to make sure we staying on point.
No.
Listen, I love the movie too as well. But I'm not going to mix it with reality.
No. But listen, it's not.
Okay, listen. Okay, all right. We can go back to your magical metal some other day. The point is, you believe in aliens. Now, this is probably going to shock you, but I do believe there is other life forms out there.
That does shock the world.
Because there's just no way that we can discover all these different planets, all these different solar systems, all these different things, and think that we're the only one that's conducive for life. Mm-hmm. I don't think. Just because, life can be anywhere necessarily. They say we know more about the space than we know about the lowest levels of the ocean. It's life down there, and they don't breathe air, but they found a way to survive in water with pressure that high. Places that we can't survive. It's organisms in the North Pole that's alive. It's places that we can't go, but it's other life forms on this planet that's able to survive. So I believe somewhere there may be, I won't say people, but some other type of life form, some other type of life out there. So yeah, I believe in aliens. Now, with that said, stories of people being abducted. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just have a hard time. I'm not saying it's not true. I just honestly have a hard time believing that happened. Cause where's your proof?
I think that just like all things, the proof is always in the individual and whether or not we choose to believe them. Because the other day, think about it like this. If the proof is always inside of the person or whatever you choose to believe, the other day, in the middle of that big government meeting in Mexico City, I don't know if he's a scientist or whatever it is, but in the middle of the meeting, he goes and he wheels out these 2 cases that have actual aliens that he basically says, guys, listen, we have to talk about the secret that we've been holding from the world. This happened last month. Yeah, that they have aliens. So in the middle of the meeting, this scientist was like, listen, enough. I'm tired of keeping this thing a secret. Cameras happened to be in the room and this stuff was captured. This was not on the agenda. He just wheeled these things out. And he's like, we have been keeping it away from the world forever. And we need to tell the world.
So it's not on the agenda, but he wheels out these 2 little things. Mm-hmm. And now I just don't believe that. I mean, I believe that happened, but I don't. I just feel like it'll be a bigger story than
What do you
you're
mean? It
saying.
was everywhere. It was on every news station.
It wasn't like 9/11.
Yes, it was. It was on European news, CNN,
It
Today
wasn't
Show.
like 9/11.
Because it's not the first time.
Okay, so I don't think it's real. I don't believe. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? So, like, you see...
No.
You know what I realized? I think you don't believe it because you just choose what you're going to believe and not going to believe.
No, I'm just basically...
Because, like, when you see this video... So, like, right here, we're looking at this video. And we're looking at a video, not a picture. When they wheel it out in front of everybody... Like, the truth of the matter is that you, for sure... It's a you thing. It's a you thing.
Got it.
Like, the truth of the matter is that there's a picture, there is a video. Why wouldn't you believe it then?
Because it's not big. It's not like...
Because the media won't cover it big, you don't believe it?
No, it's not like 9/11. 9/11 talked about life for 2 weeks. Every day.
They talked about that for like 3 weeks.
No. It's not even trending. It wasn't even trending on top #1 on Twitter. So, that... When Kobe Bryant passed, that was the topic.
That's because it's what people idolize. This forces us to look at the truth of our existence, and we don't want to do
9/11
that.
didn't force us to look at the truth of our existence.
I
Especially
mean,
in America?
Yeah, but 9/11 is different. We were under attack.
Are aliens not attacking people?
No.
They haven't. It's the stories that they took people up.
But that's not attacking.
You take someone out without their permission is not attacking? You probe them?
That's an individual, isolated thing. 9/11 just marks us being attacked by another belief system and a group of people, and producing a mass attack, a mass approach to share their ideals, beliefs, and to hurt them, U.S.
So, I just have a hard time. You know what it is? This is going to be a crazy concept for you, but just to hear me out. People lie.
I hear you.
That's why we have courts and laws and systems to prove factual information. It's like a big game of telephone.
Yeah, I would agree. Absolutely.
So I can't really go off people's word. I need to see it for myself.
I think even if you saw it for yourself, you still wouldn't believe it.
I believe.
I don't. Because so many things happen in front of you and you still don't believe it.
If you showed me a little green person walking in front of me, I would believe it.
No, I would think you would say, no, I think that's a costume. You would dismantle it to something else immediately.
No, I believe what I saw. Like a dog walking in front of me.
But you won't believe what you experience or feel.
What?
You never believe what you experience or feel.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Because we're talking about aliens.
You've never had a feeling that you were in a room and you could feel the spirit in the room with you?
What?
Other presences with you. You've never felt that? You've never all of a sudden gotten goosebumps off of the side on your shoulders or neck or legs or anything like that?
I mean, I've got goosebumps before, if that's what you're asking.
Out of nowhere?
I mean, okay, maybe.
Where do you think they're from?
Maybe it got cold out or something in the room.
And that's just the reaction that you're having?
Maybe.
Have you ever thought about what it could be?
I've been in the bathroom and I got goosebumps.
Okay.
Just being honest. But I didn't think it was a spirit in the room. Maybe I was praying for a priest. I don't know. But not saying that those things don't exist. I just can't believe people.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe people.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
people do people stuff.
Then who are you going to believe? Who do you believe? Only yourself kind of a thing?
I believe in God.
Back to the Jesus thing again? You believe in God you've never seen, spoken to,
I believe in God and I believe in my own two eyes.
believe in God in your own two eyes. You believe in Jesus.
He was a real person for
But-
the 80th time.
But to the point of the Bible, it says
I
that
already told you that
the Holy
story.
Spirit
Listen.
is living inside of you.
Listen, you're going back to the Bible. I think you should become a pastor or priest or a nun, because I've told you the story. This guy said that they were out logging, cutting wood, and one of their people got abducted by aliens. Do you believe that? Have you seen, first of all, have you seen the movie?
No, I have not.
Okay. Do you believe such a movie exists?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of movies.
Okay.
Armageddon exists. Independence Day, that exists too.
Okay, but those are not
War
based.
Z.
But those are not based on true stories.
You don't know that.
The movie did not say based on a true story, is what I'm saying.
But it could be someone's imagination, or it could be
I'm
someone
not saying it couldn't
who's
be.
reliving an experience.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not. It couldn't be any of those things. I'm just saying the movie
Didn't say it,
didn't say it.
right? But it could be.
Okay, but the movie
Did not say it.
did not say it. We're
Yeah.
talking about a movie that said it before the movie came on.
But think about
I'm
this.
just sticking in that reality.
But you're believing the movie based on a true story, but you never
I
saw
never
the
said
true
I
story.
believe the movie though.
Got it. Okay. So the
Okay,
fact
so-
that it says true story is what gets you.
Yeah,
in.
no, the fact that it says true story, I'm trying to find out if you believe it or not. Because I didn't have to give you my opinion about I believe it or not. Okay, but I'm just saying this movie said based on a true story, and it was a story about a group of loggers out cutting wood in the northern part of Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona.
They're coming back at night.
Got it.
They saw a fire in the sky, hence the name of the movie, Fire in the Sky. They thought it was a fire. They pull up. They said they saw an alien spaceship. One of the guys got out the truck, and they said a light zapped him. They took off, and the guy was missing for 5 days. The police questioned the other loggers. They said, look, this is what happened. We don't know where he is. They started to think that these people murdered this guy. They did a search party. They couldn't find the guy anywhere. They even went back to the same spot. They could not find the guy. The guy shows up in another town 5 days later and said they were telling the truth. Aliens really did take me. Do you?
But what happened after that?
They questioned him. He had a couple of news interviews. And he stuck to his story. Later on, they got a book deal. And in the 90s, they made a movie. There's also a documentary out there, too, as well. The guy still sticks by his story that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now here. 40 years later, most abduction,
But,
most documented UFO
yeah, so
sighting.
that's why they made a movie out of it. So my question to you is, do you believe that happened?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Note it. Never watched the movie. Going off what I just told her and some random site that she's looking up on the internet. And she wholeheartedly believe it.
No, I'm not a site. I just don't have proof to not believe it.
So why don't say I don't know?
Well, because based on my own experience of having seen spirits, talk to
That's we're
other
talking about
forms of-
aliens.
yeah, but I mean,
Aliens are real. They're real. They're not spirits.
but I mean, just think of other forms of life that are not our own, right? So
Like
there's
what?
aliens. There is spirit. There's the spirit, the unrest, like the spirit that the person who died but did not settle, so they're walking the earth.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And there's good and bad spirits. And why are you shaking your head?
Because I'm talking about aliens. Like, and you're talking about
Well,
Halloween.
I mean, aliens are could be a form of a spirit versus like another person like me. You get it? Like we call them aliens.
Unidentified flying object.
Is the UFO? That's
they
not the
come-
person inside.
But if we can't identify it, then it's foreign. Alien.
Yeah.
Because we still haven't identified it.
Okay.
So based on what I told you,
Mm-hmm.
your quick 2-second internet search, 5-second internet search. And I told you, and then gotta put on the fact that you never saw the movie. You believe it?
I don't know. I mean, I said yes. I would still say yes because I don't have a reason to doubt it. I don't have but it's not my internet search. I don't know. They could have been doing it for money. They could have made up this whole story to get attention for something. Maybe they committed a murder and they wanted to move away from that. And
okay, you really need to see the movie.
They come up with a whole big, I'm saying a murder like 10 days before. Maybe they did something illegal and they created a fabricated story in order to shift everybody's perspective.
Yeah.
Nobody knows but them.
Okay, so this is going to shock you, but I'm going to go with the path of I don't know. I don't know. And it's cool to not have the answers to everything. I think that's human nature, that we always have to have the answers to every single thing. And some things you just have to be in agreement that you're not going to know. I don't know. I believe it's other life forms somewhere else. Yes, I don't know if they're intelligent or not intelligent, but I don't know. If something came down here and took people, I'm just asking them why I never heard they took minorities. That's what makes me question the whole thing. Can aliens be racist? What do you think about that? I'm just playing. First, let's find them first, and then we can ask them the hard questions. Have I made you into a believer?
In believer of what?
Aliens.
You've brought them back to the surface for me to think about.
You know what? I want to catch one. Because I think if we literally caught one, like a live one, man, this podcast would just blow up. That's what I think. You think we can catch one day? Would you be down to catch one?
No.
Really? What if it was like 4 feet tall and it was just walking, wondering?
No.
I don't mean like catch them, like bag them and tag them, but like maybe coerce them into the car with like some sweets.
No interest. So it has nothing to do with my life and this existence that I have.
I'm gonna tell you, if I find an alien walking, I'm gonna get them in my car. I'm gonna get them in my car, and I'm gonna go to the nearest. I'm not gonna go to a police station because that's just gonna be a bad look. Black dude and alien just showed up, but I'm gonna go to like a science center.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know, somewhere where a news station, and I'm gonna be, look what I found. Oh my gosh, that's the lottery.
Lottery ticket for you.
Book deal.
Everything.
How the Alien Got in My Car by E.O. Smith.
Wrapped up.
Yes, movie. They'll take that 10-minute thing and make a 2-hour movie out of it.
You can take it to the bank.
Movie deal. The alien, he'd probably get put up somewhere nice. He's the first alien in America that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
He may get a talk show. Who knows?
That would be a huge deal.
A sitcom.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember the sitcom Alf?
Mm-hmm. Alf was a good show. I loved that one. That was good.
Was it?
Yeah, of course it was.
Think about it.
What do you mean?
It was the 80s.
There's nothing to think about. That thing was money.
They had a white family adopt the alien.
Yeah.
And on that whole show, you never saw any other minority. No. I keep going back to that.
No, you didn't.
The alien couldn't be black?
No. But there was a good reason why we didn't see any other black people up there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Right. It wasn't time. Sometimes it's just not time.
But it's time to hire an alien.
To hire an alien?
Made up alien.
Man.
He didn't even look like an alien. Better yet, let's talk about Alf. He looked like a giant rat.
No,
These people wore. I'm gonna show you a picture.
He looked like a mini person.
He was a giant rodent that these people adopted in their house. But you believe in aliens. I believe in aliens. I want to help aliens.
Wait, you believe in them? You said you don't know.
I said I don't know if they took people.
Got it. But you believe in aliens.
Yeah, I believe in something, other life forms that's not of this earth. Yes. I want to save them.
Okay.
You want to destroy them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
Absolutely. I'm good. You're bad.
Yes. Again, correct. 100%. That's exactly what you said.
If you've never seen the movie Fire in the Sky, check it out. It's a decent movie for the 90s. And you may or may not believe. Guys, this has been very interesting. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast. Thank you for talking about aliens and and maybe I made you into a believer.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Another episode of the Corner Store Podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.